Okay, guys, you ready for this one? I've been fighting, if you want to word it with that, with the town for 9 weeks. They haven't taken my yard debris. Okay? 2 phone calls, 3 visits down there. Okay? You remember when I took down the pool? I brought all the waste properly bagged out here to the curb, and I took 1 or 2 bags, and that's the way it's laid. Okay, so that's going on for almost 9 weeks, and every time I go down to the town is very polite. And the first time they made a couple phone calls to whoever they use for the garbage, and they said they would take care of it. And I said to them, listen, if something's wrong, let me know. Okay, they took my name and number, never got back to me. I waited a week, went back, and the lady's like, oh, don't tell me they didn't take your trash. I said, no. She got right back on the phone with them again, and she said, listen, I need someone down there now to tell him what's wrong with his trash. So they claim somebody came down, nobody ever got back to me. So things happened in my life. I couldn't deal with it for a couple of weeks, so I went down there today. I was off today. Me and Junior went down there. And when I walk in there, they know me by my street name. It's actually sad, but it's funny. Because the first 2 times I went there, and the first 2 phone calls, everything was cool. It didn't matter to me. I was laughing about it. But this time was a little different. You know, I guess after 9 weeks, you start to get annoyed. Which normally would have happened in 1 time, but I played it different this time. And I walked in there, and they tried to tell me that they did a full investigation, and there's an ongoing investigation on my house because they say the town came down, or the garbage department came down, and they said that I was a professional landscaper and I was putting 12 to 14 bags out in front of my house a week. And I looked at the lady, I said, no, that's the same 12 bags for the last 9 weeks. And with that, the main person walked into the office, saw me standing there, picked up the phone and just started ripping them. And she was catching the guy in all sorts of lies. Finally, they handed me the phone to talk to him, which was a mistake. And I went to talk to him, and he started screaming at me, telling him that I was calling him a liar. And I said, listen, it's simple math. I said, I put the bags out there. You say you took the bags, but the bags are still there. I said, so you didn't take them. I said, I'm not trying to call you a liar. I said, but this is the situation. And I said, and the bags are getting heavier and heavier because every time it rains, the bags keep the water from going down the block, and I get a buildup of sand. Now I got all the people coming down the block, coming home from work. And I said, so I'm putting the sand in the bags. And they started telling me I couldn't put sand in the bags and all this stuff. I was like, listen, you take the bags, the sand won't land in front of my house anymore, like it hasn't for the last 20 years. I said, we'll be good. Then he tells me, well, the bags must be too heavy. And I was like, listen, I said, I got bags out here I can lift with 1 finger. I said, the contents are the size of a hamburger. I put them out there. I rebagged them for you just to see if you'd pick them up. You still haven't picked them up. So the guy's like, well, what's out there now? I said, there's about 6 bags. I said, there's 1 bag sitting out there with leaves and twigs. I said, there's 2 bags of grass from me mowing the lawn. And I said, how did you come up with the fact that I was a landscaper? And then he tried to deny it. I said, well, that's what they told me when I walked through the door. Your investigation said I was a landscaper. And the guy said to me, he goes, well, don't you have a trailer in your driveway? I go, yeah. I said, it's not a landscaping trailer. And I said, that trailer hasn't anything in it in almost a year. So they came by my house. They saw that little 4-foot by 7-foot trailer sitting there with 2 flats that hasn't moved since the last time I went up to see Ruben. And they came to the conclusion that I was a landscaper and I was dumping all my trash in the street. And I was like, this is unbelievable. So now this is the garbage department. So now I have them coming to my house on Monday to confront me and review my trash. And I told them at the town, I said, either they take my trash on Monday, or you walk in Tuesday morning and it'll be on the stoop, which is steps, in front of town hall, or I'll pay someone to haul it away and send you the bill. I said, it's your choice. So I said to Junior, I said, now we got to go through every bag, even the ones that weigh 3 pounds. And I said, we'll divide it up till every bag is 49 pounds. And I said, now instead of picking up 2 bags that are probably a little overweight and a bunch of 5-pound bags, they're going to pick up probably 5 or 6 49-pound bags. And that's the way it is. So I'm still looking at my trash. So I thought that was pretty comical. I don't like when the town tells me I'm being investigated. Because when you're being investigated to see if you're running a business out of your house, that's when they start investigating taxes too. And I don't think I'm running a business out of my house. I think I would know it. With my 21-inch lawnmower and my 1973 riding mower that does wheelies. So, with that, guys, I guess it's been an interesting day.